Alright, so I thought I would talk to you guys about the Sonic cycle. So if you don't know what the Sonic cycle is, it's essentially this thing the fans of the Sonic franchise made up to basically summarize that every game is terrible, every game will be terrible, and there's nothing that Sega can do about it. But it's wrong. And here's why. There have been so many good Sonic games over the years. Some not so much, but the majority of them have been good. Some are objectively bad now, but were pretty good for their time. For example, the Sonic Adventure series is probably one of the buggiest, glitchiest games on the planet. But for what it was at the time, which was an early attempt at making a 3D Sonic game with full voice acting, was pretty good. And yeah, with a couple of obvious exceptions, that there hasn't been many bad Sonic games, yet the Sonic cycle exists, so what the hell? But it kind of upsets me because I like Sonic. I will admit that that the Sonic series does have its problems every once in a while. For example, Sonic 06 was trying for Sonic Adventure gameplay, but kind of failed because of rushed production time. And then the Sonic Boom series was just terrible for the sake of terrible because they outsourced it and decided never to do that again. Although the cartoon isn't that bad, I've been told. But point is, I feel like the Sonic cycle is just something people made up to justify why some games are bad and why it should continue to be that way. But it's not, because the Sonic cycle is just doesn't exist. It's a figment of people's imaginations. Because I enjoyed a thorough amount of Sonic games in my time. I played Sonic Forces, which you can probably see in one of these two corners here, but it's just infuriating to me that so many people think this is a thing, and it's really not. And then there's people who think that Sega is making certain games to make a quick buck off of Sonic, which I don't understand either, because people like Sonic Mania more than they like Sonic Forces, even though they're kind of sequel games and are coincided with one another, but it just doesn't make sense to me. So I thought I would just share my thoughts with it. It just doesn't make sense to me that some people think that Sonic will always be terrible and never improve when it has shown to improve, and Sonic Forces proves that, because it takes everything people liked about previous games and put them all together into one game. And that's pretty cool. And the story's pretty solid too, but some people found it was boring and said that the game was mediocre at best. But I think that they just don't like Sonic for whatever reason, and some people are just like, this is bad, but I'm not surprised. It wasn't bad. It was, yeah, maybe the story was a little stale, but I liked the story, I liked the villain, I liked everything about it, but people just don't see how much work that Sega puts in, and it just infuriates me a little bit to see that some people just don't love Sonic like he deserves, because let's be honest, Sonic is a franchise that's never been taken too seriously and never will take itself too seriously. And I think people are just expecting it to be the next Call of Duty or something like that, with like stellar plots and that kind of thing. But it's not. It's just an anthropomorphic hedgehog running around being an evil bad guy. That's all it is. That's all the series is. That's all the series ever has to be. It doesn't. As long as they follow that simple premise, then they can make as many games as they want, and they can be as pretty good or pretty bad, depending on how rushed production time is. But anyway, I just want to know if you guys did like this vlog. What did you guys think? Let's get a discussion going in the comments down below. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, hit that like and that subscribe button. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter in the description below. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.